Coach, we're back with you this week, coming off a couple-day stretch. You had the Appalachian Open, dual win at Gardner-Webb, and then got a big weekend coming up. I guess first off, we'll look back at the Appalachian Open in Varsity Gym on Saturday, how you thought your guys performed in that event.
Yeah, I think my initial thoughts were that it was a pretty good day for our young guys, and that's the beauty of the Appalachian Open is it gives our young guys, our red shirts and our backups the opportunity to compete at home second semester, and as us coaches, it gives us a chance to kind of evaluate where they're at, what their progress is like, and kind of the stage of their development. And I was really happy to see a lot of improvement in our young guys. Looking at their performance at the Appalachian Open on Saturday compared to the last time they competed back in November, I feel like they've made a huge jump. And, that was great to see. It was encouraging to see that we've got a lot of young guys that the future looks bright for, that you'll probably be seeing in our lineup in the next couple of years. And then even for a couple of our guys that are, getting starting on and off, like Jacob Sartorio had a kind of a breakout tournament for him. He won the tournament at heavyweight and, beat a returning national qualifier in the finals. So I thought for him that was a really a defining moment. And, like I said, overall, I was really pleased with the results. I thought our guys wrestled hard. They represented our program, the way that we always talk about.
Is it hard to evaluate for some of those young guys who maybe haven't had those match reps and maybe haven't done it in front of big crowds to kind of just chart their progress of what it's like for them to compete in that kind of setting?
Yeah, it's completely different. I mean, you can watch a guy in practice every day, and obviously I pay attention to how they work and how disciplined they are and how they go about their training, but, you really don't know where they're at until you see them compete. Competition kind of brings out, more of a reality of kind of where they're really at. And, even in practice, when you see them in practice every day, they're wrestling partners that they know very well, they're very familiar with, and you don't have the same pressures and intensity, and then you put the component of making weight into that and factor that in. Competition is really important, not just for our starters, but also for our backups and our red shirts. We really need competition to evaluate where we're at and adjust our training.
You go to Boiling Springs on Monday, take 8 out of 10 matches against a good Gardner-Webb team that has, some ranked guys, returning national qualifiers, and some young guys with some promise. How would you evaluate how that night went for your crew?
Yeah, I thought overall, we wrestled pretty well. Gardner-Webb's a good team. I think they're a team that's kind of sneaky good. They got 5 really good wrestlers. And, we had some battles down there on Tuesday night, and, I think the score was pretty, was maybe not even indicative to how competitive, some of those matches were, and obviously there was 2 matches that, we were hoping to get a different result in, so there was definitely things to fix. And even some of the matches we won, I think we identified some areas that, this is, some things we got to fix here in the upcoming weeks when we start leading into our conference tournament and the NCAAs. But overall, I was proud of our guys. I thought they competed hard, short turnaround after being in the App Open on Sunday to wrestling, a tough duel on Tuesday night on the road against a good Gardner-Webb team, but I thought our guys wrestled well. I think our guys are continuing to get better, especially some of our young guys. You can see they're getting more comfort the more reps they have, like the Ethan Oakleys and Carson Floyds that are, starting to get more reps in our lineup as the starters, and even Jacob Sartorio, they're starting to get more comfortable. And I think that's the benefit and the big takeaway from it. Will Formato had another good win over a nationally ranked opponent, returning national qualifier, a wrestler he's got a lot of history with. But yeah, I was very encouraged. And then now the beauty of it is after that trip on Tuesday night, we're at home till the NCAA tournament. Our guys can train at home, be at home, and really kind of settle in, hopefully take care of their bodies and get themselves ready to wrestle the best in March.
Yeah, as you noted, you got Chattanooga coming up this Sunday, and then after that, a triple header where you wrestle 3 different times against Campbell, Presbyterian, and Davidson. I guess looking just straight forward to this weekend, you, Chattanooga, Campbell are all unbeaten in the conference. It seems like every Chattanooga duel comes down to the wire as nip and tuck. Of just kind of a little bit of preview of what to expect this weekend.
Well, there's a lot of history between our programs, which is one of the reasons. It's our old timers match. All of our alumni will be back in town this weekend, and the older guys that went through this program, Chattanooga's always been a long-standing rival for Appalachian State, and both teams, they kind of circle that date, and it's a date that's a lot of the fans want to see, and a lot of the alumni. They've got a good team. I know they got a lot of transfers in the off season. I think they got 3 or 4 transfers that came into their program that, they're a little different team than maybe what we thought we were going to be wrestling this year. So they got a lot of good wrestlers, a lot of returning national qualifiers. I'm sure they're going to be motivated to wrestle us, and we got to be ready for a tough battle on Sunday. And that's kind of the way it is from here on out. We don't have any more matches where we can afford a down day. We got to be ready to go on Sunday, and I think our guys will be. Training's been good. Our guys continue to get better every match, but it's going to be a good match on Sunday.
For the old-timers match, for alums to come back, and certainly you're focused on the task at hand, but the opportunity to see them, and what's it mean to have some of those faces back at varsity gym?
Well, it's great. You're looking at a lot of history, a lot of years of history when you see those old-timers come back. You can tell that the program means a lot to them, and I think just reconnecting and kind of remembering the past of this program and a lot of those that laid the foundation for things that are going on today. I think it's always good, and for me it's the one time a year that only time I might get to see some of these alumni. So always enjoy that. I know they'll be excited to see us wrestle a long time rival like Chattanooga, and hopefully they'll get loud and get into it.